Imagine you get a text from your loan officer in the middle of the workday saying, "Hey, I need your last 60 days of bank statements and your tax returns from 2 years ago." You probably already have enough life stuff to deal with. So in this video, we're going to cover which documents you need to prepare, the best apps to use to scan them, how to organize them, where to store them, and then the best way to securely share them. Hey everyone, what's going on? If you're new here, I'm Davis and welcome to my channel. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, loan officer, or real estate agent. I'm just someone who recently bought their first property and want to provide tips and help other first-time homebuyers on their journey. This video is part of my first-time homebuyer series where I share tips and lessons learned during the recent purchase of my property so that you can be more prepared and less stressed out during your home buying journey. If you haven't already, click the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. You technically could go through your home buying process without preparing these documents ahead of time, but that would make things much more stressful. There are 4 main benefits of preparing your documents ahead of time. The first benefit of preparing your documents ahead of time is there's going to be less back and forth with you and your loan officer during the escrow process. The next benefit is there's going to be no scrambling around to find that old W-2 or your tax returns from 2 years ago. Another benefit of preparing your documents ahead of time is you'll be able to log into your individual retirement account, workplace retirement account, and bank accounts that you don't normally log into in a much more relaxed state. And the last benefit is all of your files will be in an organized and easy to access place for your loan officer. That way if you're missing anything, they can tell you immediately. Overall, the documents that you're providing to your loan officer help with 3 things. The first thing they help with is it confirms your work history and your income over the past 2 years. Next thing these documents help confirm is your basic financial assets, such as your checkings and retirement accounts. And the last thing it helps confirm is any kind of debt you may have from things such as credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, or even medical debt. The main thing your loan officer is looking to confirm is your debt to income ratio. That's the ratio between any kind of debt you may have, such as student loans, any other mortgages, auto loans, or credit card debt against what your monthly income is. The less debt you have relative to your income, the better. Because currently lenders are going to be much more strict and they're going to want to look for people who can actually make their monthly payments because you're about to take on a really huge debt and they want to know that you can make your payments. Alright, here's a list of documents that I needed to buy my property in California. But keep in mind that it may be different in your state to your state. So be sure to ask your loan officer if you need any kind of additional documents. Alright, this part is easy. The first document you need to provide is your driver's license. Next documents you need are your W-2s from the past 2 years. If you have a 1099 as your sole source of income, then your loan process might be totally different. For me, I use a W-2. While you're looking for your workplace documents, another 2 documents you also need is your last 2 pay stubs, or better known as your leave and earning statements at some workplaces. You should be able to get this from your Human Resources Department or your Human Resources portal. The next set of documents you need are your tax returns from the current year and the previous year. And once you have all those documents gathered, the next set of documents you need are the last 60 days of your checking and savings accounts. And if you have more than 1 checking or savings accounts, just show the account where your direct deposit goes from your workplace and then where the majority of your down payment money is for your savings account. You might be thinking about shuffling your money around during escrow, but I'm actually going to make a video on things you should not do during escrow so that you don't mess up your closing process. So subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. And finally, the last set of documents that you may need to provide is the balances or the statements from your individual retirement account or your workplace retirement account. Me, all these documents were scattered all over the place, and the only time I look at my W-2 is during tax time. For your paper documents such as your W-2 or your old tax returns, what I did was use scanning apps to digitize them and convert them to PDFs. If you have Google Drive, there's actually a scan feature where you can scan documents and convert them into PDFs. And if you don't use Google Drive, another app you can look into is Scannable by Evernote. If you made it this far and you found this video helpful, please click the like button as it'll help me out and tell YouTube to share this video out to more people. Just stored all my documents inside of Google Drive. You could also use Microsoft's OneDrive, Dropbox, or the iCloud. Let me know down in the comments below which one do you use. I store my files within Google Drive because I have an Android phone and I don't have access to iCloud. And then I also use Google's Gmail and then Google Drive for all my file storage. The first thing I did was create a real estate documents folder within my Google Drive. The way I organized the folder was so that it was very clear for my loan officer to find the appropriate files. That way we wouldn't need to text back and forth to get the proper documents sent. By preparing these documents, I actually only had 1 instance during my escrow process where my loan officer had to go and confirm some information. So within the real estate documents folder, I created 6 subfolders. One for driver's license, tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, and then my retirement accounts. Once you have all your documents scanned and organized in your Google Drive folder, you can edit the Google Drive folder to share it to a specific email address. Be sure to check with your loan officer if this works for them. I had zero issues with sharing my documents using my Google Drive folder. Once your escrow process is closed and you have your keys, you can just easily remove that email address from these documents. By preparing these documents ahead of time, I had a very relaxed pace when working with my loan officer. There wasn't ever a time where I was scrambling and stressed out to try to send over a document. If you're currently looking to buy a house or you just entered escrow, I made a video on the home buying process which I'll link up above and then down below. That video will give you more details and an overview of the escrow process and the entire home buying process. I hope you found this video helpful and your home buying experience is a little bit less stressful. If you want to help me out, click the like button as it'll tell you to share this video out to more people. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.